The world of work is changing. There are now more ways than ever to make a living, mostly thanks to the internet. In New Money, we take a look inside these new lucrative digital industries.
How does this make money? The million-dollar question.
In this episode, I meet streaming superstar DJ AG. He DJs on the street, live on social media multiple times a week, and has racked up millions of views, guest spots from huge stars, and was even named Londoner of the Year by Time Out. So I wanted to find out how this turned into his full-time job and what it means for the music industry. It's a rainy, freezing cold Friday night in London, and there are still lots of people out here waiting to perform on the street with DJ AG.
So look, I'm outside like 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes 5, but I'm always online. So if I'm at home, I'm online. If I'm outside, I'm online. And we just have to keep pushing, again, to keep the interest. Like, you don't want to be away for too long. So yeah, being engaged online is important, for sure. As I freeze! We're all freezing today!
AG, aka Ashley Gordon, started live streaming his sets from his house in 2022, but soon he moved outside.
In my working job, I became a bit disgruntled. So my kids said to me, obviously you DJ, why don't you go on TikTok? I was like, what? Go on TikTok? Are you crazy? Why? All them kids on TikTok, you must be mad. And I just took a leap of faith, so I listened to them. So big up to Ree, big up to Kai, thank you so much.
To start with, it was just him, but when he started getting guest performers on, the videos really took off.
Eggs were being thrown at me, water was being thrown at me, things were objects, it was crazy. So one of my friends, Chris, he was like, why don't you bring people on to come and perform? And I was like, you must be mad. I'm dealing with all these things. But we did, it was in Wood Greens and North London. And some people were like, can we perform? And I was like, all right, come, that's fine. Let's do it. And then we had some iconic moments. Daddy Freddie in Brixton being an iconic moment. And that really changed things.
Fast forward a couple of years, and AG is one of the biggest streaming stars in the UK. He's racked up millions of views on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, scored big brand deals, and even featured massive artists like Skepta, JME, Georgia Smith and Central C.
Is there anyone dreamland that you'd like to have?
Dream person is definitely Drake. Someone that has championed the culture in the UK and, what a great artist, so successful, loads of different hits. So yeah, he'll be someone that I'd really like to have on.
That feels like that could happen.
I think it will happen, it's just timing. Everything's about timing and God willing, it does happen.
His lives basically work like an open mic. People can show up, get in the queue, and get their chance to show off their skills to AG's followers. All you need is a USB with your track.
If there's no DJ AG, I don't believe that it will be very easy and accessible for many independent artists to have an opportunity. It'll be a lot more hard.
I think what's quite interesting about this is you've got people here that come down to watch it and perform, and that's kind of a community aspect. But then also online, you've got hundreds, maybe thousands of people also watching, which is a different kind of community. And that's quite rare in independent music nowadays, I think.
It's very, very rare. And I especially understand that perspective, especially as an independent artist myself. And when you see events like this, it really just shows how scarce that these type of opportunities are.
It's like grassroots talent, anybody can come on the platform, anybody from anywhere. And it's really bringing London together.
How many people will be watching at home on a typical stream on a Friday night, which is today?
Depends on who comes on and if they're enjoying things. So it could be anywhere from 600, that's a lower, nothing's really going on, all the way up to, what a Central C, 15,000. So it just depends on who's on.
And then afterwards, you're clipping everything up and putting it on socials and stuff like that.
All about repurposing.
That's where the big audience is, yeah?
Yeah, 100. Well, look, repurposing the content is important. Obviously, people on Instagram may not follow me on TikTok. People on TikTok might want to view it in, widescreen on YouTube. So yeah, repurposing content is crucial.
And then you want to push people to watch it live.
Yeah, we need the support. I haven't made it. Some people think I'm this famous person. I made it because they see me with all these famous people, but the reality is I still need support, I still need help to be able to continue the journey.
After battling the rain and cold, the set is ready to begin.
The stuff that you make as consumers, as the audience, we consume it for free. So how does that work on your part? How does it become your full-time job? How does it make money?
Great question. How does this make money? The million-dollar question. So TikTok essentially is a gifting platform, especially when you're a live streamer. So people can subscribe and pay, and people can also gift you during your stream. So what they do is they'll top up with real money, and that will equate to coins. And with those coins, they can send animated GIFs, which then a percentage goes to you. So that's how I managed to survive for this long.
All right, cool, bro. Right, this tune, yeah? Yeah. This one? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's see what you got. I'm looking forward to this.
It's a very dangerous game. You don't know who's going to pull up. You don't know if an artist has got beef with someone else in that area. Like you just don't know. But you know, we go with the grace of the people. It's dark times right now. People are worried about many different things, and rightly so, in the UK and beyond. And it's how can we try and dampen that with just a bit of hope, and hope is the key word.
Big respect, man. Listen, keep going, my boy. Keep going.
It's a tricky time to be a musician. Live venues are closing around the UK, and big labels seem to be focusing on going viral on TikTok rather than developing artists. DJ AG sits in the middle of all this. He's platforming new artists, but also works hard to go viral. Performers don't get paid to go on his platform, but they're still queuing in the rain to get a shot.
We've all become swipers, right? So you could be on Insta or TikTok, and you give someone 2 seconds. What's this? Swipe, 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 because there's so much content. But I think you could still make powerful music, but you just got to make it interesting. The state of live music is, I would say it's in turmoil. And I used to MC. Every day I could go somewhere. I could go to a pub, or someone's got something going on, and I could go and hone my skills and get that instant feedback. And people can't necessarily get that instant feedback anymore, for better or for worse. So my space obviously encourages that, because you can come on, you can perform, and people in the comments are going to tell you if it's good or if they don't really like it, and then we're going to repurpose as much of the content as we can, again, so you get that feedback. But hopefully you get a moment which then creates an opportunity, whether that be paid work or it's a collaboration with someone else.
Right, let's go.
DJ AG has combined live streaming, open mic nights and social media know-how to create something new in the world of music.
Hold tight, DJ AG. I don't know about lean and bop. 60 make a man lean and drop.
He started with getting bottles thrown at him, and now attracts some of the biggest artists in the world to perform on his streams. Live music is still in a tricky spot, and it remains to be seen whether models like AG's can work for everyone. But he knows he is on to something big.
Still haven't chased anyone, maybe the odd few here and there to begin with, but people wanted money. They're like, look, if I'm going to come on, like, what's your budget? I'm like, there is no budget, mate, so you come or you don't. It's quite funny because some of those people now message me, like, oh, can I come on? And it's like, yeah, you can come on, man, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.